he came from nothing. He came from welfare. He came from being a plumber. So I really find his story incredible. He's always a really great guy to watch, you know, with fights, with the lead up of the fights. He has the best trash talk ever. Well, maybe not. The other fight that I saw, Colby Covington, you can't draw money. You can't draw money with a green crayon and white paper. That was really funny. In a really weird way, but yeah, I really like the lead up of the fight. Like, even more than the actual violence, I really like the mental games that people play, that the fighters play with each other. I think that is like, that gets me really excited. And it's such a spiritual thing, UFC. It's such a spiritual thing. Like, obviously, I have my company where I work with, you know, personal development, crystals, and spirituality. And I feel like UFC really aligns well with it. And that's why I love UFC and I love what I do. Obviously, it's my passion. But I really see a correlation there in regards to it. But so back to McGregor. I think his performance was absolutely incredible. Do I think it's fixed? Absolutely not. Those shoulder, like, that was just like crazy. I've never seen that in my whole life. Like, I've never seen that in a fight. And like, if you look at Donald Cerrone's face afterwards, like, how could you think that that was fixed? Like, why would Donald Cerrone put himself in that kind of position? Like, obviously, since they weren't really heated and they were really like pals in the press conference, that didn't help. I think people thought that because they were friendly with each other that it was somehow fixed. With that being said, you know, you never know. They might rematch. You never know. Donald Cerrone is a legend on his own terms. I mean, like, all-time finishes. He has so many different records, right? And he's a cowboy. Like, how could you not love him? But McGregor, I think he will go down in history as just this one-of-a-kind Irish man that just came from nothing. And, you know, he talks so much about the law of attraction. He talks so much about the spirituality of it all. And I feel like you can't not be spiritual. We're all spiritual, obviously, but I feel like it just takes so much soul to be a fighter in MMA and the UFC. And that's really why I love it so much. Like, to look someone dead in the eye and stare into their soul with this feeling of, I am going to dominate you. I am going to dominate you physically, mentally, spiritually. I am going to dominate you and I'm going to destroy you, right? And it's just like, that to me just is so exciting. It's so exciting. I'm really excited to see him fight. Well, I don't know if I want to see him fight Khabib, I'll be honest. It was a really dark and disturbing turn of events. That card was just, it was really gloomy, and I don't want it to be like that again. So I think I don't want them to fight. Honestly, my prediction is that Tony Ferguson is going to beat Khabib, and I would love for that to actually happen, because then McGregor and Tony will fight, and I think that would be great. And then my prediction with that fight would probably be McGregor will win. I just think that 1%, that extra 1% that he puts in to his self-belief, I feel like even if the other guy is so confident in himself, I feel like just standing next to him and looking into his eyes, I feel like that's going to discourage the other person. And they're going to have self-doubt. I don't know. I just feel like he is so, like, mentally there with his self-belief, and also his story. His story really helps him. His story backs that all up. So he's one of the guys that, you know, is one of my favorite ones to watch. So let me know in the comments what your prediction is for McGregor. Like, who is he gonna fight next? Is he gonna win? And until the next time, see you later.